So this is the start list for the women's 4x400 meter relay final. Thailand in 3, Vietnam in 4, Malaysia in 5, Singapore in 6, Philippines in 7. 5 teams that will battle for the 3 medals. Bon Ban Hum Hook can go first. That's the star of 400 meters, the star of one lap. Nguyen Thi Huyen of Vietnam, she'll go last. She will run the final leg. And no doubt we'll be looking to anchor Vietnam to yet another gold medal. Thirwadi should be doing the 3rd lap for Thailand. Tan Lakshmi Mahindran, 3rd runner for Malaysia. Currently behind her is Go Chi Ling, will be running for Singapore. Supinak immediately in your shot. Will be running the final leg for Thailand. Now, Nguyen Thi Huyen will be getting Vietnam off to a start. She's a middle distance runner and already claimed gold medals in both the 1,500 meter and the 5,000 meter. Nurul Faiza bin Maslan will run the first leg for Malaysia in this women's 4x400 meter final. So to introduce the athletes in the lanes,
in lane 3,
going off for Thailand in lane 3, Bon Ban Hum Hook leads off for Thailand. Vietnam will go in lane 4. Nguyen Thi Huyen, twice a gold medalist. Nurul Faiza bin Maslan being introduced to Malaysian fans who wait in anticipation for another medal. Kugapriya Chandran will lead off for Singapore in lane 6.
Record for the SEA Games set by national team of Vietnam, 3 minutes 31.46 seconds, set in 2015 Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen,
the Philippines have withdrawn.
400 meters women final.
Thailand in 3, Vietnam in 4, Malaysia in 5, Singapore in 6. All off to a relatively patient start. Vietnam probably looking the best of the starters, going in lane 4. And down the back straight, really doing some serious damage. Vietnam putting themselves into immediate pole position for the opening lap. Now, these 4 athletes complete their lap in their lanes. First lap in designated lanes, but after that, it's completely different. By the time we get to the back straight of the second runner's lap, then they will converge to the inside of the lane. But Nguyen Thi Huyen is running a phenomenal opening 400 meter here, and Vietnam have a very impressive lead. Singapore trailing on behind. Maslan doing nicely for Malaysia. Looks like she'll hand over the baton second. And indeed Thailand receive it third. Eng Chuan now takes the baton for Thailand and looks to make up a little bit of speed, and indeed she has. So when they cross the cones that are positioned out on the lap, the athletes can break inside now, and indeed straight away Quoc Thi Lan does so for Vietnam, hits the inside and into pole position. So a good run from Achima Eng Chuan keeps her in front of Malaysia. A chase from Valaboy of Malaysia. Dipnalim Prasad of Singapore has the baton for Singaporeans, should make up a little ground. Silver in the 400 and national record time 54.18, and silver in the 400 hurdles for Dipnalim Prasad as well, but she's been left with so much work to do that it is a very difficult ask for her to make up too much ground. Quoc Thi Lan, though, maintains Vietnam's advantage as she prepares to hand over to Hoang Thi Ngoc, who picks up the baton now. Trevade Yongpan, a young talented athlete, all-round athlete, but very good over this distance on the track, hands over or receives the baton. Vietnam just extending their advantage now over Thailand, currently second, Malaysia third, with Dhanalaxmi Raya with the baton in hand, and Singapore with Go Chu Ling trying to catch up to Malaysia, see if they can put themselves in the bronze medal position. Veronica Shanti Pereira, 100 and 200 specialist, is going to be running the fourth and final lap for Singapore. Perhaps not her favourite distance, but right now the focus is very much on Vietnam as they edge towards yet another track gold in the women's draw. It's been another fine run from the first three athletes that give Vietnam a significant lead. It is Vietnam ahead of Thailand, ahead of Malaysia, with Singapore trailing in fourth position currently, and that's the way they take it into the final lap. Supinak Pulkert gets the baton now for Thailand, but the baton has been handed over to the best 400 athlete in Southeast Asia by some margin. She will do nothing more than extend this advantage for Vietnam. It is an enormous lead now for Nguyen Thi Huyen. She won the 400-meter gold in 52.48. She won the 400 hurdles gold in SEA Games record time and in national record time, 56.06. And she is just flying around this track. She is hundreds of meters ahead of the competitors, and she is going to claim a serious victory here. She can even afford to ease off in the closing stages. 3:23, time is counting down here, but Vietnam will be romping to victory. The SEA Games record is not in danger. 3:33.38, 3:33.38 for Vietnam, who take the gold. Thailand take the silver. It'll be bronze to Malaysia. Singapore will miss out on a medal as Veronica Shanti Pereira brings it home. But a fine combination from the quartet from Vietnam. A host of medalists among them: Nguyen Thi Oanh, Quoc Thi Lan, Hoang Thi Ngoc and Nguyen Thi Huyen combine to finish the women's competition at the 2017 SEA Games Athletics with another gold medal. Vietnam have won every single women's track event except the women's 10,000 meter, and on that occasion they won the silver and bronze. That is just a phenomenal return for Vietnam, who've been completely dominant in the athletics competition. The fine run by Thailand's quartet as well. Pornpon Homhook, Achima Engquan, Trevade Yongpan and Supinak Pulkert to confirm their silver medal. Malaysia find themselves in third position overall. They have the bronze. Another medal to add to Malaysia's growing tally across all sporting platforms. Maslan Valaboy, Mahentiran Raya and Yusuf with the bronze medal for Malaysia. So impressive on the start, Nguyen Thi Oanh. Well, she looked good around the bend, but she looked great down the back straight. Just opened up an enormous lead. Beautiful long stride. She handed the baton to Quoc Thi Lan, and then Hoang Thi Ngoc in your screen just held on to that advantage for Vietnam. By the time she handed it to Nguyen Thi Huyen, she was hundreds of meters ahead of some of the competitors in this final. Could afford to slow down, but guarantees Vietnam yet another gold. Splendid run, and just phenomenal from Vietnam. It really is. It's an achievement that is virtually unprecedented in any regional competition. a clean sweep of every track title bar the 10,000 meter for Vietnam. Confirmation